Hey guys, it's going to be a really quick rundown on talent, spec, and rotation for Survival Hunter. Of course, this is not the best way to do it or the only way, but it is the way that I do it. To start off, we have a couple points in the marksman tree. Starting off with lethal shots is pretty straightforward. Increase critical strike chance by 5%, that's pretty needed. Mortal shots increases critical strike damage bonus by your ranged abilities by 30%, that's pretty straightforward as well. Careful aim gives you attack power equal to 100% of your total intellect, which actually adds up to a decent amount of attack power. Go for the throat gives your pet focus back every time you crit, and aimed shot is just an extra shot on the rotation that does a decent amount of damage and decreases healing by 50%. In their survival tree, improved tracking increases damage done to types tracked by 5%. I actually have an add-on that does this called auto track. Will change my tracking to what I'm attacking. Trap mastery, it's not really needed, but it increases the damage of your black arrow. And survival instincts increases the crit chance of explosive shot by 4%. You need these 5 to move on to the next tree. Survivalist increases stamina by 10%. Isn't really that needed. What talent it leads to is increases your pet's attack power and your ranged attack power equal to 30% of your stamina. TNT increases the damage done by explosive shot, black arrow. It's pretty straightforward. Lock and load gives you a 100% chance with traps and a certain chance with serpent sting to have no cooldown on explosive shot. Killer instinct is pretty straightforward. Extra critical strike chance. Lightning reflexes is your agility by 15%. That's another needed talent. Exposed weakness, you'll notice I don't have 3 points in. It's only a 66% chance to increase my attack power. That's because with decent gear, you'll crit so much that 100% would just be a waste. Resourcefulness reduces the mana cost of Black Arrow and its cooldown, which is what's important about that talent. Wyvern Sting, not that important. What it leads to is Noxious Stings increases damage by 3% on targets that you have poisoned. Thrill of the Hunt gives you 100% chance to regain mana on crit strikes, and Hunting Party is the hunter replenishment talent, which isn't needed, but I like it for our raids. Master Tactician is another needed talent. Black Arrow is needed to get to explosive shot and also increases your damage by 6% on targets it's applied to. Explosive shot is your main attack and is absolutely necessary. And sniper training gives you extra damage when you're standing still, which is also pretty necessary. Takes some practice to get to stand still, though. As far as rotation goes, I'll have 2 separate rotations. The only thing that differs is how I start out, depending on if I'm misdirecting a target. I'll misdirect my pet for the purposes here. You want to start out by marking the target. Since I have misdirect up, I will actually use explosive shot and then aimed shot right off the bat to maximize threat transference. Normally I wouldn't use those back to back, but for the purposes here I will. I also have my mouse out so you can see what I'm clicking, so it's easier to follow. So we'll do explosive shot, aimed shot. We'll put our 2 dots up in whichever order you want. By that time, explosive shot will be back cooled down, and you just want to start spamming steady shot until your cooldowns are up. It's a priority-based rotation, so as the cooldowns come up, you want to reapply. You'll notice here I got lock and load with no cooldown on explosive shot, and you want to apply those one right over another while waiting a couple seconds to allow them to not clip the damage off the end of the last one. As your dots wear off, you want to reapply them and use kill command as available. And once again, just spam steady shot in between all the cooldowns that you have to keep your damage going. You'll see here lock and load again. You wait just a second so you actually apply them back to back, so it's constant explosive shot damage. The spamming of steady shot is great for the DPS increase, and also when the hunters get changed over to focus, it will be absolutely necessary to regen faster, so it's a good habit to get into, and honestly you just won't do much DPS if you don't do that. Give it just a second for my dots to fall off, and I'll show you how I start out without misdirecting a target. I'll actually do a little bit different rotation at the beginning because I'm not trying to transfer any threat, I'm just trying to maximize my damage. When we start out, I'll start with explosive shot, and you'll see I'll actually apply my dots in between explosive shot and aimed shot. After I do the aimed shot, explosive shot is once again cooled down, and we'll apply it one more time, and we'll spam our steady shot again until all the cooldowns are up, and we'll use them as they come up and reapply our dots as they fall off. It's a very, very easy rotation because it's not it's priority based. It's everything's on a cooldown, so whatever's not on cooldown you want to be using. If everything's on cooldown, you just spam steady shot. Kill shot, you'll notice, is not usable because the target dummy's health is not low enough, but it will take priority over everything else if it's available. You want to use it non-stop. And that about covers it. Thanks for watching. Good luck.